What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 slash progress video 2. So I've been doing quite a bit of divination because divination is super AFK. Let's face the facts, let's be honest. And I have made quite a bit of progress here, getting up to 40 divination, which is really nice. I don't have a lot of skills at 40 yet. It's mostly just div, fishing, and cooking now. Also woodcutting. One of the really great things about divination is I've been able to skip the early hunter training, which I just hate. Even though those running around and feeding rabbits isn't bad hunter XP, it's just kind of annoying, and I get to skip that completely thanks to the chronicle fragments, which is just wonderful. Well, guys, I have not been looking forward to this day, but it's time to do some questing, actually quite a few quests, because, well, there are a few things that I need to woodcut for, and I desperately need a rune hatchet, so I'm going to need to quest until I can unlock fairy rings to get to the enchanted valley to get myself a rune hatchet. And the first out of those quests is Priest in Peril, so he's going to ask for some rune essence here, and I conveniently have the rune essence along with me, and I believe you only need 25 if you give him pure essence, and I have over 30 mining, so obviously I can mine pure essence. So here, take you this, and that should do it for the quest. There we go. 1.4k prayer XP, which I don't think got me a level, but got me a decent amount of XP, and now it's time for Nature Spirit. So I'm about ready to finish up this quest, and oh my goodness, I got an uncut dragonstone by killing one of the ghast. That's ridiculous. These things are quite rare, and glory enemies will be handy once I make nature runes and stuff, or maybe not nature runes, because I'll probably have a decent summoning level before I start making them, but it's nice for rune crafting, because I will have to do rune crafting at some point. But let's finish this quest. I should get some crafting XP, which is just wonderful, because crafting is kind of a difficult skill to do. 7k XP, and quest complete. So the grotto looks much nicer now, and it's time to do Fairy Tale Part 1 and get that beautiful farming XP. Crafting level. Yeah. Well, it turns out I forgot one small detail. Before I can do Fairy Tale Part 1, I had to do Lost City, but the quest took like 2 minutes. It's one of the shortest quests in the game, so no problem. And I should be finishing up here, and just one more quest to go, and then I can start Fairy Tale Part 2 and gain access to fairy rings, which I'm hyped for. They're going to be really useful for Slayer as well. Okay, so I should be finishing up this quest here. I got the Queen Secutars, and I absolutely destroyed that Tanglefoot because I have a fairly high farming level. I remember I tried doing this quest once at level 1 farming, and it was actually so bad that what I had to do is I had to go level up farming a few times before I could complete the quest. But nice amount of farming XP and 3 farming levels, level 31. That is really nice to see. I should start planting some trees soon, although I don't have a whole lot of seeds, and I don't really know how I'm going to get more of them, but I guess bird's nest. But I just need to start Fairy Tale Part 2, and then I should be able to kill tree spirits to get myself a rune axe. Alright guys, I give up on killing the tree spirits. All they drop is knives. I've seen the occasional iron hatchet, have not seen anything other than that. And yeah, this is not just an 07 thing. If you actually go to the Runescape wiki, it does say that they drop mithril and rune hatchets, as well as iron hatchets, but it does say very rare. And I'm not sure exactly how rare that very rare is, because sometimes very rare isn't that rare. But in this case, they're extremely rare, and I've already spent like an hour here. I got a couple mage levels, and these things are awful XP, so that just goes to show how long it's been. But maybe it's a new goal to get myself an iron hatchet. Probably the easiest way to get that would be through a steel dragon, but I would have to get my mage level up quite a bit more before that's really an option. And I'm mining some pure essence. Why record this clip, you might ask? Well, I'm actually going to get a mining level just off of mining pure essence. Not that impressive because I'm still fairly low and not a whole lot of XP between levels. I really hope I'd never have to do this, to be honest, for long periods of time. My plan is I'll get pure essence through Slayer, because a lot of Slayer monsters drop it, so hopefully if I do enough Slayer, I will never have to mine pure essence, and I can just make all my runes with that stuff, because this really sucks. Well, just got my first ever clue scroll. It is an easy clue scroll, and most of the rewards from easy clues are, let's face it, not really worth going after, so I'm not sure if I'll do this or not, because all you can get from it is black armor, which I don't really need. The best rewards are like god pages, which I really don't need, so I probably won't do it. But hey, first clue scroll on this account, sure, I'll take it. So I think I found a way to make money that I like even more than the hard leather boots. You can do these Slayer contracts. This particular one was kill 160 banshees. I think it took me about 15 minutes or so. Wasn't really that bad, and I got some pretty good herb drops and stuff. I got this inventory and another inventory that I banked earlier full of herbs and stuff. Also get to collect these mithril arrows, which I need, and look at this, 37k cash. Not bad, and you can do like 4 of these in an hour. So what is that, like almost 120k cash per hour, which might not sound like a lot, but I don't really need a whole lot of cash early on in the game. But anyway, that's a really decent way to make some cash and gather some herbs and arrows at the same time. I actually remember Plague City being kind of a longer quest, but I got this done in like, I think 4 minutes or so. It took hardly any time, but there is Plague City done. I have to do Biohazard and then Underground Pass, which I'm really not looking forward to, but at least I got a nice mining level out of that. And I can teleport to RD, which is probably not useful considering there's lodestones. But, oh yeah, I get to read this. Now I can teleport to RD. But yeah, let's go do Biohazard, which is, I think, kind of a longer quest, so that's gonna suck. Should be about all done for Biohazard, and oh man, I am not looking forward to doing Underground Pass, but I'm gonna try to grind it out tonight, get that level 50 Iban staff, which is really, really handy to have, even though I don't have 50 magic to use it yet, but hopefully that will also happen soon. Just come on, Lathis, let's get over with this conversation here. I should get some thieving XP, I think, from this quest. That's alright, I guess. Alright, time for Underground Pass on an Ironman. Let's go. I'm finishing up the feud here, mostly just because I wanted some thieving XP, because thieving levels are going to be handy in some of the coming up quests that I'm going to be doing, and this quest gets a ton of it. I think this is the best thieving reward in the game that you can do at least fairly early on in the game. I should get like 15k or something. If this guy would stop talking, you also get an adamant scimitar, which isn't really that useful because I have a 2H, but how many thieving levels was that? 7 thieving levels, up to level 37. That's really nice. I think I'm going to be doing Troll Stronghold next because I need to complete Troll Romance after that for some agility XP, but up past 900 total level too, which is pretty awesome. So I should be finishing up Troll Stronghold here, which is awesome because I'll get 20k XP and I believe any combat skill of my choice. I hope it's any skill of my choice, but I believe it's just combat. Can I actually use this on agility? Oh my goodness, I can use it on agility. I thought this was just combat skills, but 20k agility XP, that's ridiculous. 5 agility levels, level 37, all the way up to level 40 already. I guess I technically don't even have to continue questing for agility XP, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. But I have a requirement for buyers and sellers, which is good. I do want to get this done so that I can do those Koshin volunteers, which are really good XP. But I need like, I think 4 more thieving levels, so I might work on that as well through questing. Guess what, guys? I'm just about to be done with Underground Pass, even though I had to teleport out because I tried to do it with 26 agility. Let's just say this. Do not do Underground Pass with 26 agility. You will regret it. But I finally got it done. 47 attack as well. Attack XP isn't really the most handy, but I got some agility XP. And I think I'm actually going to do a break from questing and do some Slayer so I can actually get 50 magic to wield this Iban staff because it looks pretty hype and it has like much higher accuracy than my current battle staff, so I really want to get this one as quick as possible. I was just killing chickens to gather some raw chickens to make dreadfalls so I can start summoning, and look at this, 40 range, really nice. And I do have a plan on how to get a U-bow without fletching it. There is a monster that you can kill to get it hopefully pretty quickly, so I'll probably do that soon. The U-bows can be really nice for Slayer and such with the higher accuracy and all that. About to get 40 mining. Why I decided to do mining, I'm really honestly not sure. Originally I was just going to do a little bit of mining for summoning for granite crab pouches, and then I just kept doing it and got myself up to 40. I can't quite use the rune pickaxe yet, even though I have it on my tool belt, but if you put a higher level pickaxe on your tool belt, it just acts as the highest pickaxe you can use. So even though I don't even have an adamant pickaxe, I'm using an adamant pickaxe, which is a little bit weird. But at one more mining level, I will be able to use that rune one, which will be pretty awesome. Quickly getting in a strength level before the update here. I was just camping harpy bug swarms. It's not actually my Slayer task, but these things are supposedly good droppers of medium clues, although I've killed about 200 of them and haven't gotten one yet. But there's 40 strength, and I did need that for Darkness of Hallowvale, and that is the last skill that I needed. So I can go do that quest now, and then I can start temple trekking really anytime that I want to. I probably won't be doing that until I get higher combat stats, but the option is now available. Oh my, that wasn't fun. But it's over now. It is finally over, and we can turn in this quest. I have a message for you from Saflan, so give me my agility XP, and I will leave. So unfortunately, I do not have the requirements for the next... Oh, I got construction XP too? I didn't even know that was going to happen, but that's sweet. All the way up to 18 construction. And I think that means I can actually, like, make oak planks and stuff. But there is a tome of XP here, and unfortunately it looks like I cannot use it on construction. But I will use all this stuff on herblore. This should give me possibly a herblore level or 2. Yeah, it looks like I got 40. And let's look at what the requirements are for Legacy of Seergaze, which is the next quest in the series. 40 herblore is nice, by the way. So I do want to work towards Legacy of Seergaze, but I think I have to get a couple skill requirements done before I can actually do that. So I do need 47 crafting, 20 construction, 40 fire making, 49 magic. 20 construction will be pretty easy, just making those bagged plants. 47 crafting, I don't know, man. Maybe I should start temple trekking for that. 40 fire making should be pretty easy because fire making is really quick. So I will be working towards these requirements and hopefully getting all of those done today, and then I can do this quest as well. Alright, I'm about to get 20 construction for Legacy of Sirges. This is pretty much how you train construction at low level without taking too much time, just making these bagged plants. Unfortunately, they are quite expensive. It's like 1k per plant, so it's not very practical to do that over a long haul, but I just needed to get a couple levels for this quest. Well guys, I did my circus performance for the week and it resets in the day, so I'll be able to do it again soon, but that led to this 50 magic. Look at that, not bad. I can finally wear my Iban staff, which is pretty sweet. I also have 60 combat, which means I can go get a task from death, which I'm going to do right now, and I probably won't be doing it unless it's like Barrows, but I don't think there's really anything else that I could do at my stats. I could probably do a Barrows run with a tier 50 staff. At least I would be completely willing to try it. But let's grab a task from Death really quickly, and I'm finally ready to upgrade my magic because it was getting kind of bad. I was using a level 30 battle staff and the accuracy just wasn't cutting it against a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and grab a task from Death, and before he gives me like Cow Fight Queen or something that I just cannot do. Again, it's pretty difficult to do these tasks at level 60 combat, but we'll try it. No, I do not want any group bosses whatsoever. Chaos Elemental. I don't really think that's doable with my current stats. Give me a new assignment, please. King Black Dragon. Okay, I mean, maybe that one's doable, possibly. I would definitely need an anti-dragon shield first, but I can get one of those really quickly. I guess I'll try KBD, but the thing is my best one-handed weapon at the moment is an adamant mace. I don't know how well an adamant mace is going to do versus KBD. Maybe I could try like praying magic and going in there with a two-hander. I'm not sure what I'm going to do really. Okay, this is probably the cheesiest thing of all time, but what you can actually do to complete the death task is just find a world where other people are at the KBD and you just have to do damage to it and actually counts as you doing the task. So I found these nice people, and look at that, 7k Slayer XP. And I got 41 Slayer. Not bad at all. And all I had to do was like spend 5 minutes on this world just doing damage to the KBD. That's pretty sweet. Anyway, hopefully I'll get more of those tasks, which are actually leechable, because I'm not really high enough combat stats to do much myself at the moment. Alright, so some people may be wondering why I did all of these Mauritania quests, and also how I'm going to plan on leveling up harder skills such as crafting. And one thing that I'm going to be abusing a lot, well, not necessarily abusing because this is part of the game, but this is temple trekking. And the thing about temple trekking is it is, in my opinion, the best low level way to train crafting. There is a way to train crafting in Dungeoneering that's like 45k crafting XP per hour and relatively easy to do. However, I kind of get the feeling that this is better because it's well, comparable crafting XP. I'm actually not sure which one is more, but you get additional rewards from this as well. Like, look at that, prayer pot right there, nice drop. But you get some herbs and stuff as drops sometimes. You get combat XP, and also you complete the mini game of temple trekking and level up your followers, which unlocks better rewards. Like, one of the ones that I'm looking forward to is the necklace that can teleport you to Berg Durat, which will be really nice for Barrows runs before I do the quest to unlock the Dragon's Medallion. But it takes like a minute 30 per run, and you get a lot of silver bars, and you can also use the rewards and other stuff like raw sharks, for example. And if you really needed raw sharks, this is definitely a lot faster than actually fishing sharks. So if you wanted to like do some PVM on your Ironman or something, you needed some good food, this is probably your best bet on where to go. Okay, I collected all these tokens and it took me a total of 22 minutes. So let's actually see all the rewards that I get from these. I'll be spending these all on silver bars, because I do need crafting XP before I can do the Legacy of Sirges. I need to get up to 47. I am planning on getting up to actually 50 crafting through doing this, and if I'm a little bit short on the silver bars, I will do a couple more runs and actually get up to level 50. But every single one of these silver bars is 52.5k crafting XP, and they're actually pretty quick to make. Making silver tiaras at Alcarid Furnace is about 80k crafting an hour, and it's kind of AFKable as well. So I need 1.3k of them to get to level 50, so hopefully I'll get that full amount. It is random. You can get between 55 to 165 silver tokens per thing open. I actually got one of these yellow reward tokens, which gives even more, which is kind of weird. So I did get enough silver bars to reach my goal. And some other stuff that you can spend this on is, like, most of this probably isn't really worth it. Iron and coal, nah. I mean, it doesn't give a whole lot of essence, but you can get herbs from this, which if you get like the yellow tokens, you can get renards and quorums and stuff like that, and it only takes like a couple minutes to get them. So this is probably a lot faster than like killing chaos druids for herbs. And then again, as I said with the sharks, yeah, collecting the tokens is a lot faster than fishing sharks, so if you need those. You can also do XP tomes. I wouldn't really recommend that because the raw materials that you can get from these are pretty good. So this is enough silver bars probably to get me to about 51 crafting, and it only took 22 minutes to collect those, and it was pretty fun. So I would highly recommend doing temple trekking if you haven't checked it out already. Only about 45 minutes of silversmithing later, this is really quite fast XP. I believe it's about 80k XP an hour, and this is a little bit closer furnace than the Alcarid, which is the reason why I'm here. But we get 50 crafting, which is really nice. That's my, I believe, third 50 skill. I have fishing, crafting, and magic, and yeah, cooking is nearly there, only 500 XP until 50 cooking, so we can essentially say my fourth level 50 skill, so that's pretty cool. I might continue doing some more crafting later on today, trying to get up to like 60 or so, and continuing with that temple trekking because I really find it quite fun. But we'll take a break for now, and I'm going to be trying out the new Halloween event, and I'll upload a video on that as well, which you guys hopefully will have already seen. So that's going to be about all for this second progress video of the Ironman. A lot of stuff done. I think I made a ton of progress in this episode. Really happy with it. And I'll see you guys the next time in a few days. Farewell.